Hello guys, my name is Bill and this is 0 to 60 Motoring. So today I want to educate you about this car. Basically this is a family car. It's a 2014 Toyota Noah. Now the Toyota Noah competes with cars like the Honda Step Wagon Spada. It's twin the Toyota Voxy, maybe from the VW group, the Volkswagen Touran. So basically an aspect that classifies a family car is the third row seating. So that can also put cars like the Toyota Wish into the mix. So stay along with me until the end of this video such that you can learn more about this car. So let's talk about the styling and aesthetics of this car. So for year 2013 and year 2014, that is the new generation Noah, the most notable change on the front is basically the grille. You will find that this car packs a bigger grille compared to the predecessor. Basically, every automaker currently is moving to the big grille. They are adopting big grilles, which I think they are borrowing it from the BMW family. So on the front, this bigger grille carries this N badge to tell you this N to tell you this is a Noah. So apart from the grille, other changes include these LED lights and maybe fog lights. Yeah. When moving to the side, changes happen on the doors and the windows. The mirror styling is different from the predecessor, as you can see. But basically, the main aim of the automaker is to give the occupants a better view of the outside. That's why this car has bigger mirrors actually compared to the predecessor. Yeah, so there is nothing much that is changing matters how this car is a family car, especially on the looks, rather than the lights and maybe the bigger windows, especially for this generation. Well, coming to the rear side, the most notable change is the lights. These lights in the old generation, they were placed a little bit lower and they were smaller than this car. Currently they are bigger and they're placed higher, almost actually near the roof of this car. So basically, matters aesthetics, I could say it is improved from the predecessor. They've placed the lights better than they were, and that alone gives it a better look compared to the old generation. Now I'm in the interior of the 2014 Toyota Noah. Basically, being a family car, the main factor somebody is considering is practicality. That is headroom, legroom, and headroom and legroom. That is all matters practicality. But that said, on the driver's position, I have enough legroom to reach out to the pedals. This is the farthest you can stretch this seat behind. But in case you are short, you can stretch it ahead. Yeah, there is a lot of adjustment for that case. The seat is manually operated. You can do the adjustments from this side. If in case you want to move to the rear, you'll just use that. You can also use it to move forward. So matters features when you are on this seat. There is a volume control buttons on the steering wheel. This one will help you lower or add your volume to your music when you are driving without necessarily moving your hand from this place to the maybe infotainment screen. Yeah, this car actually does not this car does not aim to give you that comprehensive or premium look, I'll say, in the interior, but rather it maintains a minimalist design. So this is the second row of the 2014 Toyota Noah. So being a family car, there is enough legroom for the passengers who are seated here. Yeah. So there is also some good headroom between my head and the roof. There is plenty of good room. Yeah. So basically, for practicality, this car will check your boxes, especially when you're on this seat. Other features when you're seated on the second row. For example, there are these curtain privacy curtains. This one will help you. For example, you don't want the scorching sunlight to enter into the car and disturb your privacy. For example, you're doing some extracurricular activities with your friends, so this one will give you that privacy. Another feature when you're in this rear seat is this infotainment screen on this roof. You can lower it that way. So this one means people seated in this second row seat and the rear seats can enjoy the same music people on the front seat are enjoying. So basically that's all you can say about the second row of this car. So in case you have extra passengers and you need to use the third row seat, which basically makes this car family car, these second row seats are they slide. So you can slide them to the front so that you can move to the rear seats. This is how you lower them, slide them. Then you access the rear. This is the third row seat now. So in this third row seat, basically, as you can see, it's cramped up. Being a person who is, I guess, 5'8", 5'9", that means this rear seat is basically for kids or short people. But then it can come in handy in case you have extra passengers and you don't want them to sit on the boot. That is the purpose of these seats. Yeah. So this third row seating, I'll recommend it for maybe kids or short people. But it's a very important feature. That's what makes it a family car. Now, how practical is this car matters the trunk space. So this boot is manually operated. So this is the boot space of this car, especially when the third row seat is in operation. So there's not much of space when the third row seat is in use. So in case you need some more space and you still need to use the third row, you can get more space below this carpet. Yeah, this should carry your spare tire, but at times, for example, in this car there's no spare tire. That means there's more room for you in this one. So in case you don't have passengers on the last row, you can lower these seats and get more room. That one is done manually. There is a string on this side, I guess, on the other side. Let me check it. Yeah, there is this string here. So you pull it and that's it. A minute. Yeah, so you pull it and the seat will lower. Yeah, you lower this headrest that way and then pull that string on this right side and the seats will lower. So this is the largest space you can have, especially when the second row is in operation and you want to use the third row seat. So it's a very practical car matter space when you're using 2 rows. But then when you're using 3 rows, the boot space can be kind of cramped. Now the most important thing when getting a family car, for example, for this car at its price range, is basically fuel economy and the ownership cost. So that takes me to tell you what is under the hood of this car. So let me pop the bonnet. Yeah. Yeah. So under the hood of this 2014 Toyota Noah is a 2.0 liter natural aspirated petrol engine. This engine makes around 155 horses. That power is channeled to the front wheels via continuous variable transmission, commonly abbreviated as a CVT. So this combination of a 2.0 liter normal aspirated engine and CVT transmission is good for like 13 to 14 kilometers to the liter. So for a car in this segment under that fuel economy figure, that could be pretty decent. In case this engine does not wow you, there is another option of a 2 liter. There is another option of a 2 liter, but with a hybrid setup, which makes more grunt and at the same time returns better fuel figures. So I recommend this engine to a person who maybe has read somewhere that hybrid setups are expensive to maintain, so he wants to keep it to the traditional ICE engines. Yeah. So that's all about this engine and the gearbox. There is no manual transmission for Toyota Noahs and Toyota Voxys, especially for this generation. Now, after this car has checked your boxes, matters practicality, fuel economy. What next? The most important thing in this case now is the price point. Is it value for money? car prices have been on the rise for the last like 2 years. Last year at the time like this car was going for around 1.7 million. Currently market prices are around 2.1, 2.2 million, but this specific car is going for 1.95 million. So it is I could say it is a value for money, especially bearing in mind what this car will offer you. Yeah, so I'll recommend this car for a person who for a family person who needs a good space, good fuel economy, and I could say it's value for money, bearing in mind competitors are already over the 2 million mark. Now that is all about this 2014 Noah. So in case you need more auto related content and car reviews, you can find comprehensive written reviews on 0 to 60 Motoring, that is on the Facebook page. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel for more car related content. I have a lot of car information and videos that are coming up this year, so keep it locked in this channel. Bye guys, until next time.